Greetings, my fellow normies. It's Scott from Just a Normie. So we're going to discuss an article that came out about from Bounding Into Comics in regards to Kathleen Kennedy providing new details to the future direction of Star Wars. But I really don't care what her opinion is because her contract almost ends, and it looks like she's trying to right the ship, but it's a little too late. You already put the nail in the coffin on one of the most beloved franchises ever. You had a layout that Lucas gave them, and they got rid of all the EU material and stuff. She's absolutely destroyed the franchise, and now with COVID coming to an end and stuff, or hopefully coming to an end, movies are starting to come back to the theaters now, and Disney is going to have to find a way to get itself out of this slump that it's in and start making money again. And that means no more woke, no more the Force is female bullshit either and stuff. Okay? So this woman is just an absolute disaster and stuff, you know. She's just trying to wrap herself in the Lucas cloak, I guess, or something. I don't know, but I'm sorry, but she's an absolute disaster and stuff. She's you know, someone at Disney needs to have the balls and just get rid of the bitch. Just get rid of her, period. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of her. She is such a piece of shit and stuff and all that. I know that George handpicked handpicked her, but dude, she completely destroyed it and stuff, you know? I don't know what the hell George was thinking. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe, hey, she was gonna, do the right and do what needed to be done. And she had her own goddamn agenda. And now she's destroyed it. So now we've got basically what needs to get back on track is I think that, you could push aside all the new movies and stuff like that, excluding maybe Rogue One, which is well done, stuff like that. Han Solo was, it's all right. It's not that bad. It is, but it isn't, but it lost money too as well. So it's just a total absolute disaster. That's another flame throwing of Kathleen Kennedy. And then you've got the movies and stuff like that. I think that maybe you could jump maybe another 20 years in the future and jump off where Legends did in the EU with the new Jedi Order and stuff like that, and the Purge and maybe the Vong and stuff like that and stuff, or maybe go into the direction of utilizing Thrawn and stuff like that and all that. So I think that there's a true honest split within Lucasfilm. I think there's two factions fighting, but I also think that Disney might be trying to assert more authority and saying, look, this is the way it's going to be. The thing is, you know what? Someone with balls needs to frickin' say that. That's all there is to it. And stop hiring people like J.J. Abrams where it costs $200 million to make a movie. Okay? Give me a break. I mean, jeez, man. The frickin' Mandalorian was $9 million per episode. That's insane. That is insane. And I think it reduced as the episodes went on, but some of the episodes were pretty high. And I'm like, dude, come on, dude. You know? So live in the real world here. So I think that Dave Filoni understands, and I think that either Dave Filoni is going to be taking over Lucasfilm or already has de facto, basically, or there's even talk of Kevin Feige coming over and taking over. Somebody needs to take over that has a vision for Star Wars and direction and where it goes and where it needs to go and where it leads to and stuff and all that. You need to get the fans back and stuff like that. And I don't think I don't know if that's possible because I'm a fan, stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm okay with The Mandalorian right now. I'm okay with the Rogue One. I'm okay um, with the Clone Wars and stuff like that. And now there's talking about a new animation on the Bad Batch and stuff like that. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this article from Bounty and Comics says she concluded the question saying, which I think is something certainly that the Mandalorian director David Filoni understands all the work that he's been doing for years inside the company, and something John always loved. Technology has been an attempt to try and move this further into some kind of science fiction world. Now, you notice too, you remember some months back or maybe a year ago, there was a trailer that came out, Cyberpunk. It was like someone said it might have been like 1313 or something like that, but it looked really good. They said that they got like 50 scripts written for a series. So I'm wondering if we could ever see that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because the underbelly of Coruscant is basically cyberpunk. It's a wasteland, basically, you know what I'm saying? Um, but this article goes on later on in the interview. Kennedy would go on and detail what the future of Star Wars might look like and stuff after the rise of Skywalker. And I'm like, what? It's already been a trash bin. So where do you want to go with this? You know, she said that she came out. You said you wanted to take time out to think about where the franchise is going from there. Are you still doing that? Kenny responded, "Oh yeah, it's an ever-evolving process." She doesn't know shit. You know, when I personally came into this, George had already been having a conversation with previous actors, blah blah blah. There was Saga, so on and so forth. She continued. He always talked about doing 9 movies, and he was ready to complete that, and so on and so forth. I think that the direction that he needs to go is that maybe a secret Skywalker was born, or maybe another child, and or something like that, or there's plenty of stuff in the EU that could be taken and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe cast somebody else, or I don't know, but they still have at least Mark Hamill, but a lot of people just don't care now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's pretty much dead. So, it's like, what do you do? You know? Kennedy goes on and details what Lucasfilm is doing to plan for the future, and now we're stepping back. Stories have been told within this universe for over 40 odd years. And there's now the realization there's a mythology that actually spans 25,000 years when you really start to look at all the different stories, blah, blah, blah. This is quite shocking comment given Kennedy's previous told Rolling Stone. She told Rolling Stone that Star Wars did not have source material. She's a fucking cuck. She doesn't know shit. Stuff. There were so many books written and stuff. It's just like Timothy Zahn, who writes the Thrawn series, stuff, including what was in the EU and stuff. He's an excellent writer. And the writers that did all the new Jedi Order during the EU era and stuff like that are freaking phenomenal and stuff. She further explains everyone on these movies, particularly hard nut to crack. There's no source material. She stated, "We don't have comic books. We don't have 800-page novels." Are you freaking kidding me? You had a whole freaking line of EU books that spanned probably 20 years that kept the franchise going. Kennedy added, "We don't have any other passionate storytellers who get together and talk about what the next iteration might be." Hello, EU. Nonetheless, Kennedy would continue to answer the questions, stating, "We just need to step back and really absorb what George has created." In other words, she doesn't know what she's doing. We don't know what we're going to do next because we're a dumb fucks. That's what we've been doing, and we've been having a great deal of fun doing it. No, you haven't, because you don't know what you're doing. You need somebody that actually knows the lore. It needs to right the ship. So it's just, this woman is, oh God, dude. It's just, oh my God. Ugh. And like I said, I just don't care. This woman is just an idiot. Star Wars is dead, and she killed it, along with freaking J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams also destroyed freaking Star Trek, which I love. I even have another video down below too as well about talking about a future of the franchise, how to right the ship, and stuff like that, all that and stuff, I mean, we'll always have things in the Star Wars universe with the original trilogy, Clone Wars, games, comics. I'll admit for a lot of the problems I've had with, the prequel movies myself, they at least, despite the less than stellar execution, tried to tell a story, which I actually enjoyed the prequels. I mean, yeah, there were problems and stuff like that, but George was experimenting with new technology and stuff like that, and green screens and all that, and I respect that. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I just wish he would keep his petty hands off of the original trilogy. Um, the sequels were not that bad. Didn't, creating passion or even just desire to tell a good story, which George did with the prequels and stuff. There's a lot of cringe moments and that and all that. But Kennedy in general has made it plainly clear she has little to no creative vision for the series. She's absolute an idiot when it comes to picking directors or executive producers or writers or anything like that. Stuff. It's all about feminism and identity politics. It doesn't sell. And after the COVID situation, Disney needs proven properties to make money again. And stuff. You know? So whatever that might be and whatever form it might be, it won't be with Kennedy. Kennedy will be a mere blip till there's to it. And I think she's got about a year or so left on her contract or something like that, but she's done. That's all there is to it. You know, George is never going to come back. He's what, in his 80s? He's got a new baby. He's got a wife, stuff like that. I don't even know why the man at that age is having a new baby. I mean, give me a break, dude, really. So, but I think that the Mandalorian and I think that Jon Favreau can right the ship. I don't know if it's too late, to be honest, but somebody needs to take over that knows what's going on and knows how to right the ship because Star Wars is very lucrative. People want to buy stuff. People want to buy Star Wars stuff. People want to go see movies and TV shows and watch cartoons with their sons and daughters and so on and so forth. So give them what they want. Stop with this nonsense crap that is woke BS and get rid of Kennedy. Stop being a pansy and get rid of her. You know, go make her do movies or something. I heard that she's pretty good at producing. So why did you think putting somebody in a position of what they did, she was going to do good? There's certain people that do well in those circumstances, and there's some people that just don't. And she's just one of them. She might be a better producer and creator of movies on her own, but running a studio is not her forte and stuff. It's just like me. I've found that I'm very, very good at organizing people, managing large groups of people. That's just who I am and what I am. I know that and stuff. I can find out weaknesses and strengths and readjust and put people where they should be and so on and so forth and all that. And she's just not one of those type of people. She's just not molded that way. That and she's just an absolute idiot. So, and all that. So, that and her stupid agenda. Nobody cares. Nobody wants it. Go away. All right. So, I'm going to end this out. We're about 14 minutes in. So, like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. But take care of my fellow normies. I'm out. Bye.